right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this Sunday evening about 9 o'clock, about a quarter after. We had a wonderful weekend. I relaxed a lot yesterday. Friday night, I had my Midgard RPG session. I've got 5 players. One is in hiatus right now because of his scheduling conflict, but we had a blast. They're just getting knee deep into it. They are low level. They just hit 3rd level, and they are sweeping the sewers. There's something down in the sewers that's making people disappear, and they found some crypt spiders and some infected undead, and they dealt with those, and 2 of the party members are almost dead. They fought a shadow zombie. They don't know what's up with that, so there's a lot. They've got a lot going on. They're busy. They're trying to figure everything out. And they've gotten some clues, and they've recovered a little bit of treasure, and so it's going really good. I'm having a lot of fun. If you guys have watched my channel, you know I'm not a big 5th edition fan. I don't particularly. It's not my RPG du jour, but I'm having a lot of fun running it. And I live in a relatively small town, Duluth, Minnesota. Some of you may not know, and it's hard to find gamers here, but I have a phenomenal gaming crew. These guys, Arpon, Brad, Ben, Sophie, and Andrew, are really good players. A lot of them are new, and some have come back to the fold. They haven't played in a long time. So they're doing great. They're awesome, super nice people, and I'm happy to have them in my group. But you didn't come here for me to wax and wane about my awesome gaming group. You came here to get a review from Mr. Mean, and I aim to deliver. I got this in the mail a couple days ago, and I know the reviews and the videos have been a little in between, but I have a new job, as most of you know, and so it takes a toll. I'm old, I'm grumpy, I'm Mr. Mean after all, 52 as of last month. And I'm tired, and I'm raising a 2-year-old, so I'm a busy guy. But I at least plan to try and get at least one video out once a week, maybe more once my schedule settles down. Work is going through a lot of changes, and so we have to deal with that. So anyway, I got this a couple weeks ago, or about a week ago in the mail. Matt Colville's Strongholds and Followers. Now, we went through the PDF. If you want to go back and see what my thoughts are on that, go back in the archive and check it out. This is awesome. I finally got the actual physical book, and it is everything I've wanted and more. It is awesome. This is a player and a GM resource. So if you see this in your local game store and you're like, oh, that's only for the GM, no. This is, there is an adventure in here. There is a lot of GM material, but there's a lot of good information in here for players as well. But if you're a GM playing any kind of, even a sci-fi game, there's great information in here in just this, Strongholds and Followers. Matt Colville is awesome. I always steal his, put it down in the doobly-doo. So if you see this, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's a buy. We're going to get some housekeeping out of the way, as always. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's grow the Meanie Army. We're doing great. We're up to like 522 subscribers. So thank you guys for everybody watching, and I appreciate it. It means a lot. All the warm wishes, all the comments. If you link through from MeWe, make sure you come here and watch the video, because it gives me credit. Sometimes if you watch the video on MeWe, I think it doesn't necessarily give me credit or views. It's weird how it works. But if it redirects you to YouTube, then you're good. But either way, like and subscribe. That's the important part. I would love to get these videos monetized, and unfortunately YouTube has changed its rules about a year ago, where you have to have 1,000 subscribers before you can be monetized, and you have to have X amount of hours. Now if you go and you look at the statistics of Mr. Mean Speaks, you'll see I more than have the hours, which is great. And what it means is, if I don't have the subscribers, I've only got 522, so I'm halfway there. Yay! But I have more than enough hours to meet the minimum requirement that YouTube requires for you to be monetized. So what that means is people are coming back and watching my content over and over, or they're going into the back and watching old videos and then coming forward and watching new video or whatever. So either way, it doesn't matter. I'm meeting that requirement. I more than meet that requirement. So tell your friends, man. Let's grow the channel, and let's go from there. If you want to donate to the channel, all the money goes back into the channel. I have a good job now, so I definitely want to put the money towards the channel. It paid for this awesome chair, and it paid for this. So definitely like and subscribe. Donations either through ZellyPay or PayPal Pay Me. There's links on my YouTube channel in the bottom right-hand corner there of the screen. Feel free to send it and know that it's going to a worthy cause to support my gaming habit. And I love you. Anyway, so Matt Colville's Strongholds and Followers. Like I said, I did a review of this a couple weeks ago. We went through the PDF. I don't believe much has changed. I know they cleaned up a lot, which is awesome. I didn't see too many spelling errors or anything in it. This, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, outside of my normal review process, this is a buy. If you're a GM of any game, I don't care what game it is, you can find useful information in here. So definitely, I recommend you buy it. At least buy the PDF. It's totally worth it. I did back the Kickstarter, and so I'm totally happy. I got my my stickers, my MCDM stickers, and then I got my T-shirt. I've already worn it over the weekend. I washed it last week, and then and wore it. I think I wore it yesterday, as a matter of fact. I wore it Friday night for my D&D game. Not that you guys care. Anyway, hardback. It's stitched in glued binding, so it's going to hold up. Of course, it's got the OGL on the very last page. We're looking at 267 pages of goodness. I don't know what this is going to retail for. I haven't seen the retail prices, but I know if you go to mcdm.com or just do a Google search for Matthew Colville or Matt Colville or Strongholds and Followers, blah, you'll find it. So it shouldn't be a problem. The art in the book is gorgeous, just like it was in the PDF. I'm trying to find a full page art. Like, here's one of the crystal dragons, an amethyst dragon. I mean, and of course the Kickstarter funded did so well that it funded the streaming, and they were able to buy their studio and buy the cameras and everything. So that's awesome. Here's I don't know what this is, but oh my god, that's amazing. So the book has some definite art. The layout is very consistent. The use of colors, I mean, the art is phenomenal. The art is kind of, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but the art reminds me of Numenera or The Strange. I'm not saying that is a bad thing because I'm not particularly fond of those two games. I do like The Strange. I like the concept. I'm not a big fan of the mechanics. But I like The Strange and I like the setting, but there's some more, whatever the hell that is. I haven't got a chance to read this all the way through. I have flipped through it quite a bit. I plan on using it in my campaign. I do love the whimsical, cartoony style art. And it follows the book. It's very consistent in its theme, aside from those like weird images. But whenever you get images of the villagers and people like that, it's very well done. He portrays his orcs really rough. I mean, that's an orc, and there's a half orc sitting in the chair. So there's an adventure in here. It starts for 5th level players. I think I'm probably going to run my group through it. Or at least parts of it. I would like them to get a stronghold and followers as they level up. We're having a lot of fun with our campaign, so for me this book is extremely relevant. I love the border art. Like I said, every page is like that. It's consistent. So of course you guys know I'm a real big stickler for thematic art and keeping the theme of the art. It should tell a story. It should invoke feelings of the book that you're reading. I hate when art is, they've got 6 different artists and they all have different styles. That just kills it for me. A lot of the Fossa books did that with some of their art for like their Shadowrun, and their Palladium books did it too. But Shadowrun and Fossa, like Earth Dawn, they had some of those artists that were very cartoony. They did black and white, and it just wasn't the style for me. Your mileage may vary. You may like it. I did not like it. I love when they have like things they want to highlight. They put it in like a frame like this with the red, and it just really pops as opposed to the rest of the book. So the style of the book, hardback, stitched, Smithsonian binding, everything there is good. The one thing, my only caveat that I don't like, the paper is really thin. I mean, it's 267 pages, and the book is pretty thin. The cover's pretty thick. I mean, mine arrived in little to no damage. There's a little crease on the back corner here and on this corner from shipping. But for the most part, the book it reminds me, and this is a good thing, it reminds me of, the late 70s, early 80s hardbacks of D&D, like Demigods and Deities and Demigods and Fiend Folio. It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know, it just has that nostalgia feeling. But Matt Colville's I think he's 3 years younger than me. So we're in that same age group, and so it definitely has that feel and that nostalgia, of the late 70s, early 80s D&D. I mean, the art is just phenomenal. If you like different art, if you want different dragons, I'm going to plan on throwing these dragons at my players. I'm not going to use the standard D&D dragons. I'm pretty much using Tome of Beast and the other one from Kobold Press. I'm running, of course, Midgard, so I'm using the Midgard heroes and the World Book of Midgard, and of course all of their stuff for the Midgard setting. I'm going to pick up the Margrave source book as well, because that's the big forest that's is east of Zobek, and we're based our campaign in Zobek. So, but I'm going to use these dragons, I think, more so than any other dragon, because players don't know anything about these. And I'm lucky enough that 3 out of the 5 players are relatively new to D&D or haven't played in like 20 plus years. So, yeah, I've got some creative leeway, and I really like the crystal dragons, and they all go off of precious stones and everything. And that was all funded through us Kickstarters. And I just backed at the basic level. I think I backed at $40 or $50, and I got the the core book. I got the PDF, and I got the T-shirt, which the T-shirt is pretty awesome. But Ancient Ruby Dragon, I think I might have showed this one already, but I mean, it's just such a different take on dragons. I think it's totally worth it. So my really only pet peeve with the book is I love the art, I love the layout. I haven't seen too many typos. There's little pieces of fiction. There's another phenomenal piece of art right there. I just don't like the paper. It is super thin. I'm afraid when I'm turning it, I'm gonna rip it. And I paid good money for it. I don't want to rip any of the pages. So I'm almost to the point where I'm kind of scared to use it. I mean, I am going to use it. It's definitely going to see use, but I'm to the point where I'm afraid. That's the only thing. My only caveat is I really wish we would get away from printing in China and we would start printing in either Canada or America. There's the inside cover, which I think is great, with the MCDM logo, which I think is phenomenal. And of course, we got the stickers. The nice part is here on the ISBN page, you can reach out to us at HelloMCDM on Twitter. You can go to their Discord channel, or you can hit them up on the web, update notes. But I'm trying to see December 2018. Yeah, and it tells you right here, this printing does not include corrections. The most up-to-date version will always be the PDF, which will be continuously revised until we can't bring ourselves to revise it no more. Matt Colville has a very strange sense of humor, and I mirror it, and I understand it quite well because we literally are of the same generation, and I think we grew up very similar, judging by reading this, his notes and everything that was in here. It doesn't say where it was printed. This is version 1.11, so I'd be interested to go on the website and see what version is on the website, if it's 1.11 or if it's been updated. I want to say they printed this in Canada. In China. I remember him doing a video update saying literally the slow boat to China. I could be wrong because I've backed several Kickstarters and I don't remember. And the open content, clear from open game license. Okay, yeah. So first printing, yeah. Doesn't say. Got the ISBN number. I was looking for a page of all the Kickstarter, and I don't think it's in here. There's phenomenal art in here, guys. He's got some new magic items, which I definitely plan to use. I'm very excited about them, and some good twists on some other stuff that's been around. Excuse me. Yeah, Matt's got a great mind. I'm obviously a big fan of Matt Mercer in Critical Role. I consider myself a critter. I watch almost faithfully usually on Monday. I listen to it at work if I can. I put it on in the background and just let it play. I don't see any list of Kickstarters. I'm a little bummed by that. I would like to have seen my name in the book. And it may be in here. I may just not have found it. But it's neither here nor there. I mean, that's something that's kind of cool to see your name in a book as a backer. But again, this is a buy. It's got lots of useful information in it. I think your gaming group mileage will vary, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by reading this. I can't wait to dive a little deeper into it. I've had the PDF since the Kickstarter, which ended, end of last year or whatever. But I purposely, I flipped through it when I did the review of the PDF, but I also said that I would come back and review the book, and it's awesome. It's definitely a buy, guys. I can't say enough. I love the art. I love the hardback. I love that nostalgia feeling, the kind of deep red cover that's going to pop, and the way they did it there. It's definitely harkens back to those 70s and 80s source books that we love so much for D&D. So obviously let me know down in the notes. Did you back it on Kickstarter? Did you wish you would have backed it? If you did back it and you have your copy, tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you feel the pages are too thin as well? I'm hoping if Matt watches this, which I'm pretty sure he will, and I'll put a link up on his Discord page. I hope he takes to heart and they print it on some sturdier paper, and I hope they either print in Canada or here in America, just because the China printing it's getting ridiculous, and the world politics are getting ridiculous. But we're not. Mr. Mean doesn't want to go into that. I just think I'm willing to pay $2-3 more a book to have it, printed in Canada and get it, a month earlier instead of waiting for a whole month to 90 days for stuff to come from China. And also knowing that they're, done in sweatshops and, that kind of stuff. The working conditions over there can be pretty horrible. And we have no say-so over it because, it's a foreign country. At least in Canada and here in the U.S., we have certain standards that they uphold too. So anyway, I don't want to get in a political rant. Matt, you knocked it out of the park, buddy. I appreciate the work you do. Thank you. It's creative minds like you guys that allow GMs like me to run great games. My players have really filled my head. They send me text messages about how they had such a great time, and that's a lot of fun. I would really love to be able to record one of the sessions. The problem is I just don't have the setup. I don't have the equipment. You need trussles, for cameras. I personally don't watch too many live play sessions where it's just a bunch of guys on screen. I've muddled my way through 4 episodes of The World Tree Burns for Midgard because Dan Dillon is running it. Dan's a very good GM. He's very descriptive, and I like. He's not a voice actor. He doesn't do all the crazy voices like Matt Mercer does, but he's a very competent GM, and I like his storytelling style. And I'm enjoying it, but it's just the standard YouTube, 4 or 5 little windows, a Roll20 window that you can hardly ever see because of the way they have it set up. And you're watching it typically on a computer screen, so you couldn't see it anyway. It's really small, and I like the way Matt Colville does his show, although I haven't really started watching it. I've watched 1 or 2 episodes just because I don't have the time. And I'm watching Critical Role, and I'm 2 episodes behind on Critical Role. So it's not even, it's just I don't have the time. By the time I get off work and I get the baby set and the wife settled and everything, and it's it's time to go to bed because I'm up at 5:30 in the morning to start my day. And so that's just how it works. So there's only so many hours, and I'm tired. But I do look forward to my Friday night game. I think our next game is going to be Torg 2.0. I'm really looking at the new Isle source book Kickstarter. It ends in 9 days. I'm probably gonna back it. I don't know, but I wanted to get this video out because I haven't gotten one out in a week or two. And I apologize. I'll try to. I think the new schedule is going to be every Sunday evening, and it'll post Sunday night, and then you guys can watch it Monday or at your leisure. I might try to belt one out on Wednesdays. I might just do a chat session, see who's all up for chatting in the evening, and then go from there. I really do miss my chat sessions with Mr. James Gantry from Feral Games Inc., where we talk about just various things, and so I'd really like to get that going with him. The problem is the time schedule. He's over in England and I'm here in the U.S., so it's getting on late there by the time I'm ready to record a video in the evening. So it's tough, but maybe I'll reach out to James, or if James watches this, he can ping me in the notes or on Discord. And I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been on Discord very much, but shoot me a message, say hi. I try to check it every night before I go to bed and at least chat with people. And of course, I go to Mr. Mean's YouTube videos and I post all these videos on my Discord, so you can always go there and check them out. And I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the positive comments. A lot of people have said, hey, congrats on the job. The job is going really well. I had a meeting with my coworker and my manager, my on-site manager at my job, and they both told me I'm knocking it out of the park. I'm just trying to focus and work really hard. I've been unemployed for so long, and it's just really a crappy feeling. And, I got miniatures I want to paint. I've got RPGs I want to work. I'd love to write something for Feral Games because James he makes creative games. I like his style, and he's asked me to, if I want to write something, to let him know. He'll definitely publish it. He's even offered to pay me, which is, hey, it may only be a couple of bucks, but still, it's more than I had before. So, but all that takes time, and it's focusing on a career, raising a 2-year-old, and getting my wife healthy. Those are all take priority. So I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. Bare minimum, I'll get 1 video out a week, maybe 2. And like I said, if James can find it in his heart to stay up a little late or get up a little extra early, I know the time difference is crazy. We can maybe belt out, maybe every 2 weeks we could do a video chat session where we talk about games, because he's got his pulse on the RPG, design community and stuff like that. And some people don't like him. I think he's an awesome guy. I think he just got married, or he's about to. I can't remember. I'm old and feeble. But he doesn't have a day job. This guy just belts out games, and there's several of his games up there on the shelf. I think I have just about everything he's made now. And I like his games a lot. Delve is, in fact, we're going to have a session here in a couple of weeks because not all my players can make it, and I think we're going to play Delve just as a one-shot. I'm going to do some pre-gens because it's super easy to make characters. If you haven't seen my review of Delve, it's basically Diablo or I can't think of the name now. The game. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway. It's you wake up on a beach and you got whatever's in your pocket. There's a random chart you roll on. Go in the video archives there and check out my review. It's a fun game, and if you don't own it, go pick it up. It's well worth it, even if you just get the PDF. I'd recommend you get the hardback, but that's just me. I like books. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I'm running out of steam. We've babbled on for about 20 minutes, now 24 minutes. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for watching and all the encouragement. And, let me know what you think about Strongholds and Followers. I'm telling you, it's a buy. You're going to enjoy it. Just the section on dragons alone is awesome. So anyway, peace, love, and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice.